Hey, good morning. It is Friday morning as it begins. Temperatures have dropped. Let me check here. 2 degrees since we got here. We're down to 68, but we're only going to get to a high of 71. Not much change in the temperature. Expect some clouds. We'll get into the forecast here in just a few moments to get you updated with what to expect this weekend. What is that I see? Rain in your future for tomorrow. We'll get into all of that. It's going to be a wet one, not a day to put your clothes on the line. But was yesterday not absolutely gorgeous? It made you think for a moment we were already through with this winter stuff. But reality's coming. Details on that in just a moment. It's going to be cold. It's on the way. We'll tell you about that as well. So much to talk about that's gone on over the nation. We'll get into what's shaping America this morning and local headlines. That girl returns along with Greg. The whole gang will be here beginning at 7. Let's go to Collinsville and get our good message of the day.
Husbands, love your wives and do not be harsh with them. That's Colossians 3:19. It's a short verse, but has massive implications. Apostle Paul here, he isn't giving marriage advice or tips, right? He's showing what resurrection life looks like in your home. In verse 3:1, he said that if you're a Christian, you've been raised with Christ. In verses 3, 9, and 10, he said you've put off the old self and put on the new. Now here in verse 3:19, he's saying to go prove these realities where it matters most, with your wife. Love your wives. That echoes Christ's sacrificial love, not the conditional performance-based love our culture typically puts out, not the emotional roller coaster that follows feelings. This is covenantal love, steady, sacrificing, serving. Now, this is the kind of love Jesus shows his bride, the church. And do not be harsh with them. Cutting words, cold silences, this critical spirit, selfish demands, these shouldn't come from a man who's been transformed by grace. You see, Jesus didn't treat you harshly, even when you were at your worst. No, he pursued you, forgave you, and cleansed you. And you should do the same with your wife. You see, your marriage is a living picture of the gospel. When you love your wife sacrificially and treat her gently, you're preaching Christ without words. When you're harsh or bitter, though, you're distorting the gospel story. So, beloved, Christ's life changed everything about how you treat people, especially the woman you vowed to cherish. Change begins in you.
The Change Begins in You is brought to you in part by Piggly Wiggly of Collinsville, Patrick Allen Companies, Mitchell Tire and Wrecker in Collinsville, and Mowdy Cabinetry. Welcome back. Hope you enjoyed that. Great message there. We have that every weekday beginning at around 6:32, 6:35 in that time frame. We do hope your day is going well. We'll have Fugitive Focus Friday coming up. Who is the Sheriff's Department looking for? Testing. And I want to make sure. Yep, there we are. Making sure we got audio there. And we'll have that on the way a little after 7 this morning. As we get into headlines that are shaping America this morning, this is just horrifying. What do they call those when ladies go off together? Girls' weekends, girls' trips. The avalanche that happened. Are y'all aware of this? As I read into this morning, it was 6 mothers that lost their lives that were all friends. They were on a skiing trip. Their kids, I think, were back. They're okay. But the moms died, 6 of them, all together as that avalanche came down. That is so heartbreaking. Now, again, I don't know much about snow and things of that nature, but avalanches are dangerous. We send our heartfelt prayers to California during that. That's got to be a tough time for those families to lose that. Have y'all seen the video that is out there of the lady that, where was it at? Las Vegas. She goes up to the airport counter to get to get a ticket or to board. And she's basically told her dog can't go. She leaves the dog. My, oh my, oh my. Cute little fella, too. I've seen tons of pictures of him. She's been arrested for leaving the dog. Shame, shame, shame. Dog just wants to be loved, doesn't he? And let me pull up a picture of this guy. Now, I saw the name early this morning. I thought, I don't think I know that guy, but yes, I did. We've got an actor that has passed away at the age of 53, a young guy there. He's passed away from what is commonly known as the Lou Gehrig disease. And you will know him from, what was that show? Grey's Anatomy. Let me show you his picture. Do y'all remember him? 53. He has passed away. Been a rough time from him from what I remember him as looking like this. Sad that a life was taken on something like this. He'll be truly missed there. We do hate that happened. He played Dr. Mark Sloan is what he played on Grey's Anatomy. In case you didn't know that yet this morning. A lot of people liked him. It's one thing for somebody to do a crime, but for an innocent man, I can remember sitting in Coach Wright's class. It was somewhere around my 7th grade, and as we were going over American history, and I can remember him walking to the front of the classroom, and he said, "I would rather 100 guilty men walk free than one innocent man go to jail." And at the time, I was young, and it didn't dawn on me. That's a tough one there. As we see a 1991 murder, 4 men went to jail for the murder of someone. DNA testing has now proved they didn't do it. It was 4 young girls in a yogurt shop that was found without clothes, most likely raped, and then the building was burned. Each one of these were somewhere around 15 to 17 years old. They went to jail. A few of them got out after, I think, spending 15 or 20 years, but they were still labeled as murderers. They've all been exonerated now from all wrongdoing. There was one of them said that he had just gotten married. He never got to see his daughter. No one wanted to have anything to do with it. That's awful. Again, I am one of those. I believe in anybody going to jail that is guilty, but make sure, without a shadow of a doubt, before that gavel swings, that the jury agrees that it is 100% what it is. My, oh my. Often you'll hear me speak of this. America needs role models. And either I lived in a fantasy land, or when I was a kid, it was daylight and dark from compared to what it is now. People that went on the Wheatie boxes for winning gold medals seemed to be somebody that you looked up to. Police officers, you looked up to them. And actors, Matt Dillon and those, you looked up to. You just didn't hear them doing bad things. And I say this, and let me see if I can find her name. And I may pronounce this incorrectly, but I'll make my best stab at it there. Malika Schifrin. Now, she's just won gold in skiing. And again, as I go back to the word role model, during the interview, she dropped the ugliest of dirty words that you can use. It'd be like little Ralphie needing 2 bars of soap. Actors and people do this. Even journalists, so-called journalists, use this now in everyday language and write it up in articles. And we expect the youth of tomorrow to look up to these people. Whether they look up to them, they see it, and it becomes habit after a while. We've got to clean America up. One way or another, we've lost our way. You know it as well as I do. I saw this, and it's true, and you can find this on Twitter. J.D. Vance. I don't know if has anybody watched when they interviewed AOC about foreign politics, and she didn't know the answer. And as they asked a question, she just stared at the camera. She was stumbling in her head trying to come up with the answer, and it wasn't there because she didn't know it. J.D. Vance said, "What if I'm just tempted to stand here and freeze and stare at the camera for 20 seconds? He said, "Would the press write good things about me also?" They did do that. She just simply didn't know. I'm telling you, those ballots that are cast, those votes, are very important, very important. Be ready for this next week. It slips up on us every year, and I admit, as a kid, I didn't watch them because they were boring. Each year, the president will always have, whatever president it is, the State of the Union address. They've already picked who's going to rebuttal whatever the president says, and it's that new governor from Virginia that has changed everything. Be ready for this, Abigail Spanberger. She will be the lady that does it. Well, hi there. How are you doing? Did you bring a little bear? Oh, she's pretty, y'all. You want to say hi to everybody?
Deers.
Oh, there's that sweet girl over there. Now, isn't she pretty, y'all?
Let him go back to work.
It doesn't get any cuter. Is that a dance outfit?
It's her dress.
That's her dress for today.
She and the heels. We do what we.
She's got on heels. She's ready for today. This is Julia's. This is your niece, isn't it? This is her. What's her name?
Hattie Mae Tucker.
Hattie
Mae Tucker.
Miss Tucker. She's grinning over there, y'all. She's going to be on the show with us this morning. Good stuff there. Let's see here. What would happen if you got up in the middle of the night and you heard knocking at your door? And this is out of the U.S., but I wanted to show you this. This is what a lady goes to her door, and this is again also on Twitter, and she sees this staring at her right through the glass. But you know that little window in your door? That's what she's looking at. She calls police. They take him to the hospital and they let him go. She goes, "What am I going to do if he comes back?" And they just simply said, "Call us again." That was kind of spooky. He was demanding to get in her house. My, oh my. New Mexico is reopening the investigation into Jeffrey Epstein's Zara Ranch. Most likely everything was not done correctly in the early stages of this. Lots of cover-up. This is, I don't know where this will go. We hope to find out more about this. This has not been picked up by a lot of news agencies yet, but it's true. An ambulance was stolen, and this was in Idaho. Again, get this now. An ambulance was stolen. It was loaded with gas cans, and it was driven into a DHS office in Idaho. That's a terroristic type thing if I've ever heard of it. We'll see what becomes of it. Again, I hadn't seen it picked up by a lot of big news agencies yet, but it's true. We've triple-checked that this happened there. Also, yesterday, we had an arrest. This is horrifying. As we've talked about these 18-wheelers of people driving them that have no business behind the wheel. Oh, you know, the type that doesn't really have a CDL or they didn't pass the test. As we go, where did we go to this? This is Indiana. Hendricks County, Indiana. We had an illegal alien driving an 18-wheeler that ran a red light. It killed a young man who'll never be able to come back. Hit his pickup truck. He is gone forever. We have people issuing driver's license of people who cannot pass the test and are not American citizens. It's got to be stopped. That piece of equipment is huge and dangerous. We all know that. We also get word from ICE. They make periodically posts like this. You can see these. They arrested Mohammed. He was a sex offender against child fondling. Speaks for itself. Do y'all remember the little monkey that I talked about earlier in the week? I don't know what it is with monkeys and me and things of that nature, but the little monkey that was in the zoo, I think it was in Japan, that had the stuffed little monkey that he was carrying around with him. I won't show the video, but other monkeys in the zoo don't seem to like him. Talk about going on the playground and getting picked on. He was whooped by 4 of the big male monkeys. Watched it. It's out there. You can see it. He ran back in the corner with his little stuffed animal. I guess you can't get involved in what goes on at the zoo, but he sure didn't like it. This would be tough there, airplane pilot, and if you don't know the laws of other country, you land to refuel, and that's just what happened in Guinea. He didn't have the proper paperwork to land, and once he was there, he was met with machine guns at the door of the airplane. Now, he hadn't done anything wrong. He just didn't know any better. He's been there for 41 days now. They're asking the Trump administration to help out to get him freed from that country. Now, it turns out on Saturday night, and I didn't realize, and this is probably just going to be a bigger and bigger event in New York City. Coming up Saturday night, and I hope I say this correctly, Ramadan Conquest Prayer will be taking place at Times Square. forgive me for not knowing. I think this has something to do with Muslim. I think. I'm not 100% sure. You may know more about this than I do. But also at the same time, and I didn't get it at first. I had to do some research on this. They're also going to be having a dog lovers gathering at the same time. Okay, so why, you say? That's what I said. So I got to Googling. Apparently, they do not like puppy dogs. And that's being done to cause issues, I guess, is the way to do that. That's going to be happening in New York over the weekend. We have a major Muslim leader also in New York who is asking that dogs be forbidden because they bother some people in New York City now. I don't know if that's going to get any bigger with the new mayor of New York, but I thought you needed to know all of that, of what's stirring behind the backgrounds, what's going on there. Do what's that now?
I should try eating them.
Try equum?
Eating.
Yeah, she's going to tell me in a minute. Yeah, I didn't quite get that. I'm learning. Are you going to the event? New York? It's an excuse to get out of town. I was asked about you, and Julia came into the studio. She'll be here for the big show there. I was asked about you just yesterday, worried about you. Folks worry about you.
Who's worried about me?
A nice young lady I met last night. And the way she worded it was, she goes, "Where's Greg's wife been?" That's exactly what she said. And I said, Lord bless them. We'll be right back with your weather forecast next here at the Scotty Ray Report. Don't go anywhere.
For over 40 years, you've been able to count on Watt Equipment in DeKalb, Mississippi. They've got your Massey Ferguson's brand new 23 up to 135 horse cab and air tractors. They've got all your hay equipment needs, all your bush hogs. If your tractor needs it, they got it. Also remember, they service all makes and models, whether it's green, orange, blue, red, or yellow. They can get your parts in, they can do your service on your equipment. Don't forget Watt Equipment, DeKalb, Mississippi.
Your forecast is brought to you by EMEPA.
Our record highs and lows, we go back to 18 when it was 83 today. Back in 1978, let me see, I was 9, and it was 17 that day. Woof! That was chilly, chilly weather way back in February. As we move forward to take a look at what we got, here's our high today, 71. There is a 20% chance of showers during the daytime today. Further south around the Hattiesburg area, Lucedale got a bigger chance of that. A chance of some minor drizzle later today is what we're seeing there. 70 in Columbus, 69 at Tupelo, and around Corinth we'll see 65 down through the Delta, mid-60s into the Gulf Coast, about 75. As we look at tonight's low, we'll get down to 57, but look at this. A bigger chance stretching from Philadelphia, as we'll get into this, across Leake, northern portions of Neshoba County there. Neshoba County going to get wet around Philadelphia, Kemper County, and Decatur. We'll get wet in those areas. More chances of rain, heavier rain there tonight. As we look at what's going on in Alabama today, 73 in Birmingham to Demopolis. We'll see warmer weather there in Montgomery and down to Auburn over there around 75, 78 in Troy. As we look at what's happening here, here's a severe weather threat tomorrow. Now, there is no tornadic activity, but there is a chance of thunderstorm activity tomorrow. Now, if you'll look here in the morning portions, north of Philadelphia, north of Scuba, we'll have a chance for Saturday morning. Tomorrow afternoon, the Meridian area, including Newton, all the way down to Poplarville, Hattiesburg, will have a chance of severe thunderstorms. So expect that tomorrow afternoon in the area. Now, as we get into this, that warm weather coming from West Texas, but in the same breath, let's just go ahead and tell you what's going on with the cooler weather over the next few days. Now, today it's going to be warm, and tomorrow, 76 today, only a 20% chance of rain. We will have a 70% chance of showers moving in tonight. By tomorrow, we have a 60% chance of rain, high of 73, and then temperatures will start to change as we see that dropping to a low of 38 tomorrow night. The high only 56 on Sunday. It will be cold going to church, below freezing Sunday night with a low of 31. And y'all look at this, get the wood back out, 27 for a low on Monday night. Brr. 52. She's still smiling, y'all. 59 on Tuesday as things start to warm back up, and by midweek we're back into summertime again. 69 for a high, and we'll get to 74 on Thursday as we go another week into this warmer weather here to stay for at least a week then. 67 on Friday of next week. We'll hit the 70s again on the 28th and remain that way all the way through March the 6th. Nighttime lows should be right around 50, 49 in that degree area there. Now, what's going on with our fishing forecast? Well, here it is. Major times to fish today will be this afternoon. Let's call it 2 o'clock. 2 until, say, 4 o'clock, and then a minor time this morning around 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. Be pretty good fishing there. Sunrise happened at 6:32 this morning. Sunset rolls in at 5:45. So good chances of that. Let's go to radar now and look at live radar of what's happening today. Lots out there. Let's see here. Here we go. Here's radar this morning. As we pull this up, no immediate showers in the Meridian area. We do have a slight shower here in Wayne County on Highway 84 drifting into Jones County. If you're going to be in that area, be careful. A small shower at Heidelberg, east of Gilbertown, Alabama. Camden, y'all got a shower. In Montgomery, getting rain right now. Heavier rain there into LaGrange, Georgia. We got some showers as well. The rest of Mississippi looks good as we get into Louisiana. Heavy fog there west of Lafayette going into Beaumont. If you got to be traveling that area, still some fog around Galveston and over to Victoria, over to Beeville. Been there many times in Beeville, Texas there. Showers as well up through the Carolinas. Look at this. East of Tennessee there. Look at that up through Hickory there. South Carolina, Roanoke, Virginia getting wet this morning. Even Washington, D.C. and Baltimore getting some showers as well today. Not bad. We do have some snow showers, as you'll see that in Des Moines, Iowa. Those areas there around Milwaukee and to the west of Chicago there getting some snow. So that gives you a visual outlook of what we've got. Already 6:53 this morning as we get ready for the morning show. We got a lot of coffee to make. We're going to be getting that ready here for the morning show. Grab yourself a cup, get ready, and then we're going to be back. Hopefully you got a biscuit, something to make you feel good. We'll get into all of this in just a moment here at the Scotty Ray Report. Join us live as we'll update you of all that's going on. We got some smiles, some laughter, and all kinds of good things getting ready to happen. Uncle Greg has made it to the studio. Join us. We'll see you soon.